Welcome to another session on National Education Policy 2020. Today's topic of discussion is why NEP recommends mother tongue or regional language as a medium of instruction. I, Hima Nirmal, Subject Coordinator of Department of English, and with me, Radhika Shivadasan, Faculty Member of Department of English, Bhavans, Kuwait.
The National Education Policy 2020 of India recommends mother tongue or regional language as a medium of instruction in foundational and preparatory stage for several significant reasons. This policy shift was made for after careful consideration of various educational and cognitive research findings. Let's dwell into a detailed discussion why NEP 2020 has made this recommendation.
Ms. Radhika, before going into the depths of this question, I think it is important to know how acquisition takes place in the early stages of a child.
Yes, sure. Newborn babies initially communicate their needs through cries. As they grow, they learn to distinguish between different cries, such as those indicating hunger, needs, and their discomfort. Moreover, that they shows this communication evolves as they start babbling and mimicking, and later its progress to a structured form of communication.
Actually, intentional forms of communication, right? Also, some key milestones in babies' language development include recognizing their own names, understanding common words, and producing their words in their mother tongue. And all these things happens between 10 to 15 months after their birth. Again, I wonder how they learn to distinguish between sounds and eventually start producing their own vowels and consonants.
Actually, baby learns to distinguish between different sounds and produce their own vowels and consonants through a combination of innate auditory perception, social interaction, imitation, and practice. It's a gradual process that forms the foundation of their later language development.
True.
They start with the vowel sounds and gradually progress to a consonants sounds as their motor skill develop. Babbling is just a crucial stage where they experiment with these sounds.
Exactly. Do you think the interactions and conversations influence the language development?
Yes, we are here coming to our topic, that the role of mother tongue in NEP and how it affects the child in the language development. See, it helps them to understand the social aspects of communication, and it encourages them to respond to instructions and questions. This fosters their social communication skills and sets the foundation for future language proficiency.
And now you can see NEP utilizing this advantage of natural language acquisition as a strategy to promote easy access to learning different concepts in the primary stages.
Yes, but it was not just that. We have various scientific research findings showing that children learn best in their mother tongue or a language they are familiar with. Thus, cognitive development is enhanced when children can grasp concepts and express themselves and think critically in their first language.
That's very true. I have also noticed many teachers and parents have encountered situations where children face challenges in school due to the language barriers. Okay, they straight away they are starting a foreign language to learn. And how do you think learning in one's mother tongue can positively impact a child's cognitive development and learning experience?
See, Hima ma'am, actually a child learns his mother tongue by 2 years. So after acquiring a mother tongue after 2 years, when he goes to the school, he have to get encounter with another foreign language. So it becomes a cognitive load on him. So this cognitive load will not allow him to concentrate on his content. So if the medium of instruction is in mother tongue, it will reduce his cognitive load and he will concentrate more on the content rather than the foreign language.
That means instead of struggling to learn a new concept, they can just straight away learn that, right?
Yeah, they can focus more on their content,
Content
than on
and
the
the
new
new
language. Yes.
How do you think policies that promote mother tongue education in linguistically diverse country like India contribute to bridging education and economic disparities between urban and rural areas?
See, India is a linguistically diverse country. It has 270 mother tongue and divided among groups of rural and urban. And as per the census of 2011, the rural population was possessing 67.77% of literacy in the rural area, whereas in the urban area it was 84.11%.
True.
This difference is not limited to the level of education alone. It was for the job engagement or away from the economic exploitation. This policy will ensure that the students of various streams or the areas can have the education. They can access the education equally. It provides inclusivity and prevents a language-based discrimination also.
Right.
Yes.
Moving on, how does mother tongue instruction help in preserving and promoting local languages and cultures?
Teaching in mother tongue contributes to the preservation of local languages and cultures. It allows students to connect with their heritage, traditions, and richness of linguistic diversity. This connection to the language goes hands in hand with a deep cultural connection, allowing students to access traditional stories, customs, and cultural practice embedded with a linguistic heritage. Furthermore, mother tongue education instills a sense of identity and pride in one's own self.
On culture and language, fostering a stronger bond with one's roots.
Root.
I think it also facilitates the intergenerational transmission of cultural knowledge, as children who learn in their mother tongue are more likely to communicate with their elders, that means grandparents, uncles and aunts. Actually, what happened in regions with linguistic diversity, mother tongue instruction preserves various dialects and regional languages, preventing their disappearance and encouraging language revitalization efforts. Ultimately, it promotes inclusivity and ensures that education is accessible to all, regardless of linguistic background, contributing to the rich tapestry of local languages and cultures. That is actually a comprehensive view. Now, what impact does mother tongue instruction will have on learning outcomes?
Research shows that the students who receive instructions in their mother tongue tend to perform better academics compared to these taught in a less familiar language. This significantly improves learning outcomes. We have great personalities like Srinivasa Ramanujam, Rabindranath Tagore, C.V. Raman, which proves this theory.
Exactly. And also, if you check the developed countries like China, Ukraine and Germany, all these countries, their mother tongue, they use mother tongue as a medium of instruction, whereas just think about the position they are in right now. They are developed, right? So that proves it very much. Now, let us discuss teacher-student interaction. How does mother tongue instruction enhance it?
Children are more likely to communicate freely in their own mother tongue and aiding not only in academics but also developing a social and an emotional skill. When teachers and students share a common language, it leads to more effective communication, improved teaching, and better assessment and feedback. This ultimately benefits the overall quality of education. Also, enhanced teacher-student interaction is vital for a positive learning experience. It fosters a deeper understanding of concepts and encourages active participation.
Right, very true. National Education Policy NEP 2020 emphasizes the use of mother tongue in the early stages of education, but advocate for multilingualism in the middle school and high school stages. How do you support this?
The National Education Policy 2020 adopts a nuanced approach by emphasizing early education in mother tongue to enhance the cognitive development and preserve cultural identity. As students progress to middle and high school, NEP promotes multilingualism, recognizing its importance in globalized world. Proficiency in multiple languages not only prepares students for diverse cultural engagement but also enhances employability and broadens access to knowledge.
Right.
Moreover, fostering an understanding of India's linguistic diversity promotes national unity. NEP 2020 acknowledges the dual significance of mother tongue education and multilingualism, aiming to provide a comprehensive educational experience that aligns with both cultural and practical demands.
In conclusion, the NEP 2020's recommendation of mother tongue instruction in the early stages of education is based on research, inclusivity, and understanding the cognitive and cultural benefits. It aims to provide a strong foundation while preserving linguistic diversity and promoting effective learning. Supporting a child's cognitive development through learning in their mother tongue is essential for their overall growth and educational success. It promotes language proficiency, critical thinking, and strong sense of cultural identity, contributing to well-rounded individuals.
On this positive note, we conclude today's discussion. Until we meet again in the next episode.